Speak Guru. I'm Mahesh Golani back again. Today, the subject is depression, or as we in India say, chemical locha. In English correctly, chemical imbalance. Now, what is chemical locha, depression, or chemical imbalance? For me, if I have to tell you something very lightly, then it's only mood. It's your mood. Mood's like the weather. Sometimes you have rainy weather, sometimes cloudy, sometimes very sunny. That's how human behavior is. Now, what are the causes of depression? Before that, I would tell you that the depression, as we call it, depression is a very strong word. I would say, your chemical imbalance. The reason that today the world, 10% of the world is suffering from this. And who are more, whether it's a man, woman, or children, it's the women who suffer depression. Then the teenagers, and then come the rest of the world. Now, what happens when we call that depression? Of course, this is the most abused word, depression. And what happens is that the moods, the irritability, the happiness, the sadness, the stress levels all go topsy-turvy. Now, I would say, what is the cause that 10% of the population actually suffer from this? The causes are many, but to tell you as a layman, there are a lot of doctors who tell you so many things about ketamine, the sepromin, or this min or that min. It's getting up muddled up. What actually happens is in your brain there are trillions of cells. Now there are a certain amount of cells who are your happiness. There are a certain amount of cells who give you sadness. There are a certain amount who think, and so on and so forth. Now with people who are suffering this chemical imbalance, their sadness part of the brain is actually dominant. Everything that they see, even if today they get a lottery, no, this is not so good. Or they do very well in results, no, I don't think so, I'll do well in life. Or a lady who's got pregnant, I'm not happy. She feels that, this may result in this problem, that problem, and relationships and everything else. So actually, those are the cause for getting a depression. Types. Now you have 3 types, which everybody knows. Types are mild, moderate, and heavy duty. Now, what I'll be discussing is, on a YouTube, if you guys want to know a little bit about it, is that mild and moderate is something which we can just rectify within ourselves. You don't have to go to a doctor also. What happens is, when I told you the causes, what you must do is, first of all, you must have a lot of vitamin D, which means you must go out in the sunlight. And if you don't, then now, if you have these depressive moods, please, by all means, have a lot of lights. Second thing, keep good company. Come on. Don't be secluded. Don't go into a room and just, go on playing a victim card. No, not required. Meet people. Tell them that, I have these mood swings and all that. Everybody will tell you their incident and all that, and it just gets released. Your diet should be very good. But, very simply said, exercising. Exercising gives you those, your cells get rejuvenated, and your happy chemical combinations work more on you. So you must have understood now. You must learn to have your happiness chemicals to work more on it. Those are positive. And symptoms. If you are wondering what are the symptoms, whether I have depression or not, everybody thinks, oh, I'm depressed. It's so easy, actually, if you have fear, you say I'm depressed. If your work is not being done, I'm depressed. It's something which we use it very commonly. No. Depression, friends, is actually a disease. I have to admit that. But mild, moderate can be done by you yourself, by watching me, by what I'm telling you. So, I was talking about symptoms. Now, symptoms, who are the people who are actually depressed, who are going through this chemical locha? They're the ones who have the mood swings. Now, mood swings we all have, again you will say here. But if these mood swings continue for 15 days, 14 to 15 days, then you are going through a period of depression. Your mood swings, your irritability, your anger, if even in a teenager, if you see the loss of interest for 14 days, no interest on a certain thing, then you must probably go to a specialist and discuss. So this is your symptoms where you see something different, and also something different on a day. I may feel very depressed or meaning sad, but next day again I'm happy. It's a different day. So that's not depression. It will continue for another 14, 15 days, and sometimes it's genetic also, that it's been in the family, so your cells are more prone to that. But then I said, make it happiness, change it, don't go that way. And the treatment is what I'm here to tell you about. The treatment, I said, you must exercise. If you see anybody in your family going through this bout of uneasiness, you must make that person do exercising. Any age, from the age of 7, 8 when we realize till 80, 85, 90. The person must exercise. You must have a lot of fruits and vegetables, which is good. Omega-3 you must take. Omega-3 is found a lot of in fish, but if you don't eat fish, then you will find it in many other things. You must have a lot of sun. Then you check out on what are the substances which have omega-3. Try to mix around. Try to meet people. Don't try to find the disease yourself. Don't try to look for its cures. You have to consult. So, keeping a set of good friends is also, you can get rid of this fear. So, friends, let me tell you, depression, everybody goes through. It's very simple. You make it complex. Just, actually the formula is just relax, take it easy, do your exercising, have proper food, have 6 hours to 8 hours sleep, do a lot of yoga, and just be happy. Try to relax your cells in your brain. You will not talk about depression anymore. Thank you. This is Mahesh Golani signing off again. Bye-bye.